Welcome to Easy 3 Sport Production. I'm your host Suttles, and today is Player Profile. We'll be talking about Kyle Pitts. Is he going to drop to 11? Maybe. Let's get it. Kyle Pitts, the flavor of the month. 6'6", 240-pound tight end / wide receiver out of Florida University. Kyle Pitts. Everything on paper points to the Giants getting Kyle Pitts. This guy is amazing. 6'6", 240 pounds, as I said, and he got burners. He's a vertical threat. When you turn on the film, that is everything that you want. Giants fans are clamoring off of his highlight films because that is exactly the guy that everybody believes that we need. But I don't. I truly don't. Now, even though he is the flavor of the month, even though that I seen his highlights and I seen what he did at Florida, I am not that big of a fan, and I'll tell you why. But let's get into his measurables. Let's get into his stats. This season, he ended up with 43 receptions, 770 yards for 12 touchdowns, and he was a real big piece for Florida and for Kyle Trask, for him to even be mentioned in the Heisman, for him to go into this draft class. But Kyle Pitts has it all. He's the guy that on paper, when you look at it, that's everything that you want in a tight end, especially in the modern day NFL. His strengths, he's a big play guy. He's very explosive. He makes plays down the field, and he has the speed to actually get away from the defenders because he's a matchup nightmare. His athleticism, the way that he has body control, the way that he can go up, grab the ball, come down, and actually put the burners on and get away from the defenders. It's something that especially the Giants team really does need. The versatility. As I said before, he is a tight end / wide receiver. Now, in the correct fit of an offensive scheme, he can be one of those matchup nightmares like a Travis Kelce. If you have the modern day offensive coordinator who knows how to use him, you put him in the tight end slot, you put him in the wide receiver slot, he's going to be a mismatch for anybody to try to get to him. Another thing is route running. He's a damn good route runner. You would think at 6'6", 240 pounds, he's not that great of a route runner, but he gets in and out of his breaks on a crisp note. And you still asking why I don't like this prospect. But let's get to the weaknesses. There's only one glaring weakness that Pitts really has, and that's blocking. He's a willing blocker, but he doesn't actually block. He is not that guy that you can put on the sides of the tackles and expect him to be able to block for the running back when they're running to his side. So now you're asking yourself, you just bigged him up. You said that the Giants need him. Why is it that you don't like him? I'll tell you why. Because this is literally the modern day Evan Engram. And we already have Evan Engram. These are the same exact measurables that Evan Engram came out with. Now mind you, Evan Engram is shorter and he doesn't weigh as much. But at the end of the day, everything that Evan Engram came out of Ole Miss having, this guy has. He's just a bigger frame. He was fast, he was athletic, he was going to be a matchup nightmare, he was going to be very versatile, he was able to make big plays, and his biggest problem was what? Blocking. Now, when we drafted Evan Engram, we shouldn't have drafted a tight end in the first round. My belief is a tight end should not be drafted into the first round because when you look at all the great tight ends, they are all late round picks because you need your tight end to be a very good blocker and he can also receive. That's what you need out of a tight end. That's what the Giants need out of a tight end. Everybody wants to really clamor on these playmakers, but think about it. If we get Kyle Pitts and we already have Evan Engram, what are we going to do? You cannot put them both in at the same time because at the end of the day, they both can't block. So the defense already knows that you're passing the ball, because then if you do have them run blocking, you're not using them in the correct manner. So it makes no sense for the Giants to go out here and get Kyle Pitts, especially at 11. Now, if he was to drop into the second round, I am all for it. If we was to trade back all the way into like 22, 23 or something like that, and he went on the free agent market, he got those wide receivers that Danny needs, then I have no problem drafting Kyle Pitts, because now that's just adding on to what we already had. But at number 11, when it's a necessity, Kyle Pitts is not the guy. I understand he's the flavor of the month, and I understand because of his measurables and because of everything that we've seen on tape, you feel like that he's that one. We can use him, Danny can use him, and Danny can be damn good with him. Problem is that we already got a person like him, Stonehand Ingrams. Now, Pitts have came out and his hands is way better than Ingram. That's what we're seeing on the college level. But I'm not the guy to sit here and say Pitts is the guy, because he is not. And I can say that if we do draft him, I will always root for him because I'm a Giants fan. But if we do draft him, I will come out and I will say the same thing that I'm saying now. It's a big mistake. You gotta stay away from Kyle Pitts at number 11. I know everything looks so good. It's just like that big ass ice cream sundae, and you just want to eat it. It has everything that you love in it, and you just want to devour it. But you're trying to lose weight and you're trying to be healthy, so you know you cannot do that. But it looks so good. Gotta stay away from Kyle Pitts. So if you haven't noticed already, the player comparison that I'm comparing him to, which I see 100%, is Evan Ingram. And like I said, Evan Ingram was a very good prospect and was a good hopeful for the Giants. But at the end of the day, after his rookie year, he was always injured. And then the 1 year that he's not injured, he plays all 16 games, which was this last season, he ends up costing us the division. All he had to do was catch the ball with the Eagles. We'll be in the playoffs. Now, would we have won? I don't really know. But at the end of the day, Ingram lost us a whole bunch of games this season. And for us as Giants fans to legitimately be looking at a prospect and be wanting a prospect that mirrors the same guy that just cost us everything, I can't see it. I can't get behind it. But he is a very good prospect. And I said before, if we're dropping down in the draft, if we trade back in the draft, then go ahead and get him. If he drops to the second round, go ahead and get him. But at number 11, he is too high for this team. And that has been a Subtle Take for Easy 3 Sport Production. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and also share the video. Sharing is caring. Help the channel grow. Until next time, I'm out.